first ever Orion Drift Round 1 tournament begins here. Are you guys ready? Ladies and gentlemen, you're witnessing the first ever Eon Network Orion Drift Tournament Round 1. We're kicking off the tournament with two superstars here, Tyler the Creator and the Astronomical. This is going to be a very, very incredible matchup to determine who is going to be the first ever Orion Drift champion here in this game.
Oh, dang.
At the early portion of this matchup, fast-paced action here, and that's exactly what we're going to be expecting at the early going. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Tyler the Creator with a huge shot, a major shot right there, was able to score right there with 4 minutes and 38 seconds and counting. But I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Tyler the Creator has a huge momentum boost. And of course, we're joined by many of the superstars here.
And it's in. Perfect.
Adrian Matt here at Gameside, alongside with my partner Smalls. By the way, welcome aboard, Smalls. And tonight, it looks like we're going to be seeing history making. Not once, but twice. It was Tyler the Creator who was able to score for a second time. Clearly, Tyler the Creator is actually doing a really good job in making sure he's going to try to get the advantage. Creator has the ball right now, wasting a little time, going after. There's the opening. Going to score for a third time. Smalls.
Holy crap. Please hurry up,
My question to you, Smalls, is this. What would you want to do if you're Astronomical to try to bounce back in this match?
No, he died. He died.
If I'm Astronomical?
He died.
Oh, goodness.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, so developing story here. Tyler the Creator's headset did die, but with the fact that he has 3 points, Astronomical has, of course, at this time 0. We are going to allow it. Tyler the Creator will advance. He is your first official round 1 tournament in the brackets, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to Tyler the Creator. So we just saw moments ago, it was Astronomical versus Tyler the Creator. Tyler the Creator is going to be advancing the tournament. Now it's going to be Pickles is better versus none other than Astro. One-on-one here tonight in this first ever Orion Drift tournament. Here we go, matchup is underway. Here it happens live tonight on Orion Drift, and Pickles, wasting little time already at the early going, has a hold of the ball. And now these two going to be desperately trying to take control. There's Astro on the other hand, who took control. Can he score? He's looking to do so. He's flying over there, and watch this. He scores! Astro has just scored at the early portion now. Astro has 1 point, but it's not over just yet, as Pickles is looking to regroup himself now. Remember the rules. Whomever has the most amount of points by the end of the time limit will officially advance in the tournament, as Pickles decided to throw it back, and now Astro and Pickles are tied. Smalls, we're looking into a very heated competition tonight. First time ever that we've ever seen an Orion Drift tournament. If I can ask you, what are you expecting for tonight's spectacle?
What I'm expecting is a lot of good gameplay, a lot of cheeky gameplay. There's not going to be any passes, obviously, because it is 1v1s, but there's going to be a lot of juking, a lot of soloing, and obviously, you know, a lot of good gameplay and a lot of goals. And
there's going to be a lot of great commentary by me. Anyways, Pickles and Astro wasting a little time again. Back and forth action at this juncture, ladies and gentlemen. There's the ball in free play. Pickles again. Oh my, look how these guys are just so fast and furious trying to get that ball, and the ball up the barricade, and Astro up midair, and trying to have a hold of the ball. And we talked about how difficult it is for you to actually have a hold of the ball. And are you kidding me? Pickles, literally from the middle of the map, was able to score. The scoreboard now has it where it's 2 points for Pickles, who's winning this far in this matchup. And Astro here has a hold of the ball. Can he actually somehow, someway try to tie it up? We're going to find out in just a matter of moments. Pickles and Astro wasting absolutely no movement here. And you got to believe for Pickles, this is his first time showing up tonight. He's going to have to try to do everything he can to try to make himself known around Eon Network, as Astro, of course, now has just saw that score right before his very eyes. Hey, listen, Astro is doing great in my opinion. It is a wonderful spectacle that we're witnessing, but Pickles seems to be doing a really good job too. But wait a minute, it's not over just yet. Astro has some life left in him, and Pickles.
Adrian, I have a question.
Yes.
Why do all Orion Drift players have luscious hair?
Well, wait a minute. I don't know if we want to go there. I don't think I'm going to go that far, if we're being honest. But nonetheless.
And why are they all like thin and like they work out?
I don't know if we want to go there, because I don't think that's the case. But nonetheless, though, Pickles is about to throw it. And ladies and gentlemen, it is back and forth action. And you got to believe at this point in time, it is going to be a tremendous one. And what a save there by Astro. Astro trying to save it. Pickles trying to score. He missed not once but twice. And Astro decided to throw the ball to the side and making sure that he avoided the chance for Pickles to score. Astro up midair. He has an opening. He has an opening here, Smalls. He's about to score perhaps. A tremendous goal. Pickles with a great block. A tremendous save right there. You can see the time is ticking. 2 minutes and 3 seconds at this point in time. And he just scored for a 4th time. You gotta be kidding me. Astro now feeling the effects already. You can see now, Mr. Astro, again, gonna be flying all over the place.
Watch this formation.
I wonder what's gonna be happening here. Has the hold of the ball, and he just scored here. Wait a minute, there's a minute and 45 seconds left. So the question is, does Astro have enough time? Does it have enough time? At this point in time, to perhaps maybe battle back and actually score and make it into a tie? We're going to find out in just a matter of moments. But Pickles has been doing a really good job. He has been eyeing the ball perfectly. Look at this expert move up and over the top. Great juke right there. And it looks like he couldn't score there. And Astro back into the action. Can he actually, oh, again, a block right there. I don't want to get involved in the action. I got to get out of the way, but I'll tell you, this is going so fast-paced. And Pickles once again having a hold of the ball. Question is, though, will Pickles manage to somehow, some way actually score? Take a look at this. He scored! 5 points now from Pickles. Hey, listen, there's a minute and 3 seconds. Astro's still in this. He's not going to give up. He's going to pursue his chance.
I would not be surprised if he totally came back on this. I mean, that happens a lot in 1v1s. You know, ball gets past you, ball's in the net. Already he's up by 1.
And going back to your point, and I can agree, going back to your point, it looks like I would not be surprised either if Astro's able to bounce back in this matchup. Astro was able to bounce back in this match. Well, at least he needs 1 more point to tie it up. Oh, but Pickles, every single time Astro begins to try to pick up the momentum, it is cut off by Pickles. Pickles is doing a really good job scouting out the time for him, the perfect time for him to score right there. Pickles once again having a hold of the ball. And look at this. Pickles up and over. Here we go. Up midair. Astro couldn't necessarily save the ball. Has saw Pickles scored for 7 times, but Astro's doing really good. Astro's not giving up again. He has resilience, this kid. He wants to become the first ever champion. In fact, all of these guys would love to become the first ever Eon Network Orion Drift champion. Uh-oh. Look at this. Astro just scored. Astro, you only have 2 seconds left, though. It's over. It's over. Astro was the one who scored for it.
Technically over. If somebody scores, oh, that was...
Oh my goodness, game over. Astro, you did a really good job. Astro was the one who had the final score, but unfortunately that final score was not the win. It was none other than, well, Pickles, who joins us for the first time. Where'd he go? There he is. Pickles has joined us for the first time here tonight in this absolutely incredible Orion Drift Tournament 1-on-1. Could be a future champion if he wins the tournament tonight. Hey, coming up next, we got more action, but Smalls, if there's a harbinger for what's to come here, I'll tell you one thing, it is going to be an absolutely incredible evening here tonight. Up next, we got more action. That just started, here we go. And now the ball going to the side of Bray J. Bray J decided to, of course, hit it back. Here we go again. Now Bray J wasting little time already hitting the ball yet again. Clowns is in no man's land. Clowns, though, back in control. Can he actually maintain that control of the ball? Has a hold of the ball, begins to shoot it, though. But I'm not sure if that's actually something that Mr. Clowns had in mind. I don't think it executed perfectly. It outclassed Jay. Jay just scored now. Jay was the first one to score in this round. Jay has the momentum on this side. Jay now has all the momentum. And that's the question. Will the momentum continue to shift towards Jay? Or is maybe Clowns going to be the one that's going to try to diminish that said momentum? As these two guys meeting each other, Clowns now trying to make sure he's going to score on behalf of himself, and you can see here Clowns now looking on and making sure that he's going to try to score. He did! What a tremendous juke! What a tremendous juke right there! That was a tremendous one right there! Holy cow! And Bray J, I think he understands. Bray J understands that he has a huge load ahead of him. Oh, and another shot there! And now it's 2 points! Clowns right now has a whole opponent right in front of him, and I'll tell you, Smalls, this is not going to be good for none other than Clowns. I mean, Clowns, he saw his life flash right before his very eyes, not once but twice, and Bray J now back in control. And remember, this is a fast-paced action. You cannot afford. You can ill afford being slow in this matchup. And if you are going to be slow, it's going to cost you. Not saying that anybody here is slow, but that's the point I'm trying to make. As Clowns YT here is already doing a good job, though, trying to maintain himself. There's 3 points already now in behalf of Bray J. And now Bray J looking to make sure he's going to play defense. He does successfully. Great block right there. Jay hits the ball on the other side of the map. That was a huge hit right there. And another one. And Bray J has been dominating here tonight, Smalls. This is what I'm talking about. This is the type of focus that we were talking about here. A focused individual known Jay who is looking to make sure he's going to try to win it here tonight.
Where am I going?
And now Clown and Clown Now he's going to try to roll over the ball. He can do it, though, Clown. Clown knows what he's doing in there, but again, there's going to be a lot of suspense building upward, and that's what it comes to this game like this, by the way. There's a lot of nerves begin to build, and sometimes when there are nerves building, the question is, do you have what it takes to try to combat those said nerves? And sometimes, unfortunately, our competitors can't do that, but I'll tell you tonight, it looks like these two guys are very much focused, but it looks like out of the two, it's Bray J who's a little bit more focused, and now going to continue to carry the ball on the other side, hits the ball across the arena, and now the ball lands. Here comes Bray, has the opening yet again, another easy shot and score. Bray's having a life, he's having a lifetime here tonight.
You can still do it, you can still do it, you got this.
Well, it is true. I heard someone in the background saying, quote, you still have what it takes. Clowns can do it. I mean, Clowns has enough time, 2 minutes and 5 seconds and counting. Here comes Bray, again another opening here, and Clowns unfortunately cannot put a stop to that one. The ball slowly moved right into the net. Clown wasting little time at the early portion of this tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, this is round 1. Again, if you're just joining us, this is Eon Network Tournament round 1 to crown the first ever champion. Here comes Clowns. Clowns now they gotta fight back. Clowns is now starting to perhaps maybe feel it. But the question becomes this, with 1 minute and 37 seconds, as you can see, is that going to be enough time? Will it be enough time for them to bounce back in this match? And now here comes Clowns, again, avoiding the collision. Not going to let Bray actually hit it for what would be a 7th time in this match. Oh, and Bray successfully forwarding the ball out of the hands of Clowns. And now Clowns trying to follow in pursuit, but Bray saw the opening. He scored again, did Bray. Bray has 1 minute and 13 seconds. And I don't know, with 1 minute and 10 seconds at this point in time, everybody, it's going to be very hard to try to see exactly if Clowns can try to bounce back and win this.
Hey, just so you know, I think I've 1v1 this guy before, if I'm correct.
And Clowns, wait a minute. These two guys are ready. This is no man's land if you are none other than Jay. But Jay understands that. Great juke yet again. A left jab already. The ball going to the middle of the arena. And now it's going to go in. Oh, wait a minute. Not yet. Off the barricade. But now Bray Jay's going to finish it off. He successfully did it this time around. And I believe the game is officially over, ladies and gentlemen. I believe the game is over. Congratulations to Bray J. What a great sportsmanship here. Sportsmanship that is taking place. Jay, good job. And hey, you know what? Mr. Clowns, you did really good in my eyes. In fact, everybody's doing a tremendous job nonetheless, but that was a tremendous battle here, and we still got more action, but this is round 1 of the tournament.
You're doing a phenomenal job of intercom thing.
Oh, thanks, dude. I appreciate that. Earlier today, I got the chance to see what these competitors were saying about this upcoming tournament. They were all excited. They were all waiting for this moment, this exact moment to make an impact, this moment to make and become the champion for the first time. Up next, it is that one person who, in my opinion, might be the dark horse to win this entire tournament for many different reasons, which I'll get to in a minute. But here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. Matchup is about to begin. Landon versus none other than that one person. Here we go. Game's about to begin in 10 seconds. Can you imagine what these two players are thinking to themselves right now? With the nerves building, perhaps maybe this is going to be their chance to again prove to everyone they have what it takes. And now in already at the early going. That one person having a hold of the ball in the ceiling. Tell you, he was very quick with that. That one person, great juke. This is what I'm talking about. Another score right there in behalf of that one person in Smalls.
15 seconds into the match.
This is what we've been talking about. We said it before and we'll say it again. That one person is indeed he is the dark horse to win this entire tournament. He really is. He has the experience. He's very focused. He knows what he's doing, but Landon obviously knows what he's doing too. Question is though, can it be enough? Oh, and Landon just saw right in front of him. That ball going right into the net. That would be a second point for Mr. That One Person. But Landon has plenty of time to fight back in this match. He's going to do so. Has the ball yet again. That one person with a great juke already. Another shot, and that's a third. A trifecta. The hat trick has connected. A 3-time goal here tonight. And look at Pleasant. Pleasant now looking to pleasantly try to win here tonight. He did! He just scored to Landon. And now this is going to be the opener that Landon needed. This is the confidence booster that we were talking about. Landon needs a huge confidence boost, and I think that was it. Him now able to score right there. Now realizes Landon can indeed do it. If Landon can do it once, Landon understands he can do it for another time. But it's now that one person who's trying to diminish the confidence levels of Landon. Landon now quickly again back into it. In the middle of the arena meets that one person. That one person trying to block it, however, to no avail. Wait a minute, back in control. Ball's in free play. That one person now in control of the ball. Let's see what he's going to be doing here. Already trying to roll over.
You know, I have a question for Landon.
Oh, and a shot right there to Landon. Landon now has 1 point. What is your question, Mr. Small?
Landon, why haven't we done extra bouldering yet?
The reconstruction is
So you can see Landon.
Why haven't we done extra bouldering yet? That's why you're able 61.
Well, Landon, at this point in time already, again, has a huge task ahead of him. The one person is not an easy task, ladies and gentlemen. If you are facing that one person, major props to you. Major respect for Landon because he is in there with, again, arguably, perhaps the man that could win it all. That one person is really good at his game, so Landon obviously is very brave enough to fight back, and he's continued to fight back as this kid. 2 minutes and 46 seconds. Can it be enough, though? Can it be enough? And Landon's going to do everything he can to make sure that he wins this, but is everything he can enough? Is everything that he has, the passion, the power, the resilience, is that all enough to try to combat the big man, that one person who hits the ball yet again, but Landon now catches it. Landon looking to make sure he's going to try to go to the other side. Can he score so? But that one person again ruining the plans here. And I'll tell you, Smalls, this is going to be the moment that I'm talking about. Smalls has been owning it. And Smalls, I should say that one person's owning it. And Smalls, you said it. You said it last time. You were very impressed with that one person. You even said it that you would love to team up with that one person to perhaps become a duo champion. 8 points.
And it's a mercy. 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 Mercy.
And it's over. The game is over. But listen, again, no one should be ashamed. If you're losing tonight, no one should be ashamed. Landon, he did really, really good in there. I actually thought he did tremendous, but that one person again, proving to everyone that he might be the hardest opponent tonight in this Orion Drift Tournament Round 1. Ladies and gentlemen, again, you got to watch out for him. Could be a future champion in the making. Hey, coming up next, we got more action. Here we go. Continuing up next, it is now the next match in this tournament. It is Tech Quest Has No Life versus the team, or I should say the individual of Mr. Chile here tonight in this one-on-one tournament to determine the first ever Orion Drift champion. We're going to find out exactly who's going to become that champion. When the match begins, again, I'll tell you, you have one goal in mind, and that is to make sure that you goal as many times as you want. It is, again, Mr. Tech Quest and Chile one-on-one. We're about to wait and see what the game has in store for this one here. And here we go. Matchup is just about to begin. Guys, good luck.
You got this. Lock in. You got it.
Of course, a lot of... Oh, look at this. Great sportsmanship at the early portion. You got to love to see that. Here we go.
I'm gonna give you props, but he looks like he's a
Tech
player
Quest
that goes to the left.
and Chile, one-on-one, face-to-face, eye-to-eye. Here we go. Matchup again here. Oh, and look at... Oh, Tech Quest, I guess.
Dude, I
And
won.
that was a really smart play. Really smart play at the early portion. Tech Quest saw the opening. He decided to capitalize. Not even a couple of seconds in, he was able to score again for the first point of the matchup. As we're continuing here, here comes Chile. Chile now has a plan in mind. Chile now looking to score. Is he going to do it? He's actually going to. Look at that. Oh my, back and forth action like a game of checkers. Tech Quest trying to block it, however, he couldn't do so, but now it's his time to try to redeem himself here. Tech Quest flying all over the place. Gonna try to bring the ball to the other side. Does he have enough power and boost? He does. Here we go. Chile waiting on the other side, though. Chile understands he's got to have to play defense here. Oh, but Tech Quest decides to put it in, and he now scores for a second time. 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in this matchup. Smalls, I'll tell you, we're witnessing for a huge game in the making here tonight for this Orion Drift Tournament, a part of the Network First Ever Orion Drift Championship. And now Chile, can he score? He does! I'll tell you, back and forth action that we're witnessing here. I mean, what do you have to do if you're one of these two guys? You understand they're neck and neck when it comes to skills. Perhaps maybe they're thinking, what do they need to do? And Tech Quest again decides to fight back and now scores right then and there. Tech has 3 points, and now Chile at this point in time, now he's the one that's going to serve here. Now he's going to be the one to try to hit it back, but now Tech Quest is going to be the one to block it as well in the process. These two guys going back and forth. Again, these two guys are actually very skilled, I'd say, and they're neck and neck when it comes to skills. Tech Quest, on the other hand, though, again, was able to hit it. Here we go. Has a hold of the ball, turns around, going to try to go to the other side to make sure he's going to score it on behalf of Chile's goal. And now Chile understands it is now time for him to play defense. Can he successfully do it? He could not. Unfortunately, out you can actually see 4 points now for Tech Quest. But it's not over just yet, Chile. Chile has a great chance to fight back. Still has plenty of time left. 3 minutes and 3 seconds. And from what I understand, so if you do reach to 8 points, by the way, it is called mercy, I guess. And I talked about it before. There will be no mercy that will be shown from these competitors here tonight. Ruthless aggression, ruthless and relentlessness. As Tech Quest is again wasting little time. Look how fast he's going. And that was a tremendous one. A fast hit. Chile's looking on and perhaps maybe thinking to himself, he's got to re-strategize this Chile. regain his composure and try to do a different plan. Just like that, Chile, just like that, could indeed now shift the momentum on his side. You can feel that momentum be able to shift here tonight.
Adrian, by the way, it's not to 8 points. You mercy whenever you get 6 more points than the other team.
Oh, well, that's what it is. So thank you. So it looks like it's 6 more points. Nonetheless, though, as you can see here, Tech Quest is now looking to make sure he's on a quest to become the champion. But can he perhaps maybe manage? Oh, and look at this, and that was blocked in by Chile nonetheless, as Tech Quest this time around making sure he's going to try to, look at Chile though. Chile now sidestepping Quest, and Quest trying to follow in pursuit, trying to get better, and he actually scored. He scored right there. Oh my God, Chile just scored. Chile's fighting back. Chile's fighting back.
You got it, Chile.
TB is fighting back, ladies and gentlemen. This could be the comeback of the ages. Over the past couple of minutes, we've been seeing Quest fighting, and he's been actually winning this far. But now it's Chile who's beginning to pick up the pace.
You're green.
Look at Chile go.
Oh my God.
Chile now. He's gonna score. You gotta be kidding me.
Chile, see?
You gotta be kidding me.
Lock in, buddy. You got this.
5-5. A minute 30 seconds.
On the other team, be quiet.
Quest doesn't want to let this slide. He obviously does not want to let this slide here tonight. Mr. Quest is going to make sure he's going to try to fix his wrong. Oh, but hit through, again, blocked in by Chile. Chile, though, couldn't block this one. Could not block this one. Tech Quest is back in control. He's in the driver's seat right now. But I'll tell you this,
Read him like a book.
Chile, it's not over just yet. Like I said, Tech Quest and Chile back in fourth action. They're very skilled, and I'll tell you, they're very close at that, too. If you're going to actually decide who's going to win, it really is, honestly, it's a who's who of who's going to win this matchup between the two. Really, who knows what's going to be happening here? And another shot already in behalf of Tech Quest, who just scored now for a 7th time. 45 seconds left. My goodness, again, this is some action that is taking place again here tonight on Orion Drift Tournament Championship matchup. Here tonight to crown the first ever champion. This is round 1 of many different rounds expected to take place. We still have Smalls in action and many others. And now Chile, look at this, trying to get out of the action here. Uh-oh. And of course, I understand that Orion Drift is going to be releasing a spectating option pretty soon, so that's going to make it easier for us announcers to spectate. But until then, we're going to have to be in the middle of the action here to try to spectate what's happening here. As Chile again now is back in control. Quest understands he's got to, looks like it went back to Chile. And here we go. Time is running out. Chile, you only have a couple of seconds left. And Chile, I think, saw the end right before his very eyes. Mr. Chile does indeed lose, as Tech Quest actually does advance here tonight in this tournament for round 1 with a dominant victory here as the sportsmanship does continue to show. We got more action up next. I've been heavily impressed with all these great competitors tonight.
Are you deaf?
I'm gonna follow you.
And this is it. This is going to be the time. Astro versus Smalls. Very interesting. Smalls, again, my broadcast colleague. He's been working with me over the past couple of weeks on the side of things. Already at the early portion, did you see that? And Smalls, look at the stance. Smalls raising that number 1. Hey, Astro. Again, Astro, in my opinion, definitely has the great attitude. He has a great personality. Could definitely become a great champion. And of course, Smalls now with the elimination. Looking to eliminate Astro moments ago with a score already at the first portion of this matchup. Here we go, the ball's midair already with a great hit by Astro. And now Smalls now trying to make sure he's going to try to take control of the ball's up midair in the platform here. Yet again. And that's another hit by Astro. Smalls missing through. Astro has the chance. Astro has a great chance. And Smalls trying to play defense here. And Smalls though saving himself there.
That's actually it.
You gotta be kidding me. It went in. It did go in. You gotta be kidding me. That was perhaps the damnedest goal I've ever seen in the history of Orion Drift.
That's when I had the freaking chance.
Well, Astro, of course, again, a great attitude in my opinion. Great personality. He just scored there. And now, speaking of which, it looks like these two guys are going back and forth. Speaking of which, and now Smalls this time around is back in control. Now he's going to be the one that's going to make sure he's going to have to score for a second time. I should say for a 3rd time. But if you're Astro, you must be gaining all the rage, or perhaps maybe the motivation to do much better here tonight. Astro, in my opinion, definitely is champion worthy. He has the great personality, but Smalls right now out of the two is indeed winning with 3 points thus far, in control of the matchup, in the driver's seat thus far. Really is a one-man wrecking crew. Unlike any other that we've seen over the past couple of months, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Orion Drift has been broadcasted by Eon Network for the past couple of months. In those Orion Drift broadcasts, we've been seeing teams versus teams. First time ever we're actually witnessing one-on-one, so both of these guys, or any other person for that matter, can't rely on a team. Smalls was so close inches away from scoring. Astro doing a good job, though, making sure that's not going to happen. Back in control here. Oh, and Smalls with a hit, and it went this time around for a fourth time.
Ooh, dude, I shouldn't have come back. I should not have come
you
back.
hear the players in the background, Astro, actually saying he should have not come back. But listen, I disagree. I think Astro, it shows the commitment that he has, the dedication that he has, and he just scored right there. So Astro does not want to sell himself too short. But Smalls is wasting absolutely. Look at the speed of this guy. Smalls, again, my broadcast colleague who's been with me over the past couple of weeks, really seeing the inside out. The inside outs of the broadcasting side of things, but knows the inside outs of this game. Has 5 points. You can see the time ticking down. And for the time being, you can see here, against Smalls, is at 5 points. My goodness gracious, what's going to take place? Oh, so close by Astro. And now Smalls again trying to take control, but it looks like now with another shot. The ball goes all the way to the other side. This is not going to be good news for Astronomical. Astro, on the other hand, wasting little time, making sure he's going to try to get the control of the ball. But now Smalls, of course, will sidestep. Here comes Astro. Astro's up midair. He's going to do it. He scores right here again. Great goal.
Yeah.
Great goal right there. As you can see, Astro's beginning to pick up the pace. Question is, though, is this going to be enough? Will it be enough? Will Astro actually be the man to somehow do this? Somehow, some way, get the chance to do it. As Smalls now has decided to meet up with the 6 point. And now Astro, he needs 3 more points to try to tie it up, and it's still possible, but oh, look at this. Guess off the barricade, it went through, and Astro now this time around. Look at this. That's a goal, and it's going to go in. It does.
Bro.
Oh my circus, what a goal!
Smalls right now is perhaps maybe thinking to himself, my goodness gracious, Astro has enough what it takes. He has the capabilities to fight back, that's for sure. He doesn't need to have the capabilities. Astro, on the other hand, making sure that he's going to bring his capabilities to make sure he's going to try to combat the offense that Smalls is bringing here tonight. As these two again face to face, Astro back in control. These two fighting back and forth to take control of the ball. This is no man's land for Astro. Smalls on the other hand, Smalls now 6 points for Smalls, 5 for Astro.
I got you.
This is a comeback, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps a comeback in the making that we've been seeing, but Smalls now trying to make sure he's going to ruin that parade of Astro. 50 seconds left. This is getting good. Astro, he could do it. He has the passion. He has the will. He has the heart to do it, folks. He can do it. He can do it. He just scored again. A goal right there. A goal right there for his 6th time. And you can actually hear the crowd and the rest of the players looking on. And I'll tell you, Astro right now, again with 6 points, 7 points for Smalls, guys. We might actually be seeing an overtime match point, perhaps, maybe. And Smalls now carrying the ball.
How is time
Astro in
wasting
pursuit.
allowed?
Oh my God!
He's
8
cheating.
points. 8 points right there. Smalls
cheating. He's time wasting, man.
has earned it. Well, he's earned 8 points.
Dude, he's time wasting.
I think Astro was stating, quote, that Mr. Smalls is time wasting. I'm not quite sure if that...
He is.
Oh, but wait a minute. There's only 3 seconds left, and I think at this point in time now it's official. Smalls is going to win this matchup. Game over. Smalls wins. Astro did a really good job, though. Astro has nothing to be ashamed of. Hey, listen, I think Astro did a really good job, in my opinion, guys. I don't think anyone should be going after Astro for what he did. I think everybody did a really good job here tonight. No one should be ashamed of their action here tonight in this matchup.
I still would have won, bro, trust.
It's fine.
It is the final event of tonight's Orion Drift Tournament to crown the first ever Orion Drift champion 1-on-1. It is Pickles who returns. He's going to be going against the newcomer, Hammy. And now this is going to be quite interesting. Hammy right now, if he actually wins, Mr. Hammy will get the chance to advance in round 2. Now, if, say, for instance, Pickles does actually lose, he will still maintain his spot. It'll be entering in round 2 as this matchup is underway. Pickles and Hammy 1-on-1 to determine again who is going to be advancing. Can Hammy actually do it? We're going to find out. At the early portion, though, you can actually see very fast-paced action in this matchup. 4 minutes and 37 seconds and counting. Clearly, there's a whole lot of action that's going to be taking place in just a matter of moments here. Matchup underway yet again. Here we go. Hammy on the other hand. Is he going to score? That was very close. Centimeters away from scoring right there. As Pickles this time around is going to try to thwart the ball. He's going to counter the ball. He does successfully. And the ball's already midair. Oh, look at this.
Yeah, my game's
looks like Hammy at this point in time. Now, can he actually try? He's going to, perhaps. And I think Hammy has a great chance. But Pickle beat him to the punch. Maybe not. Oh, maybe so. Pickle now with a huge shot. And perhaps at this point here, this is only going to be the time for Pickle to try to perhaps maybe maintain this try to actually continue this dominance that he's been in. It has been a tremendous night throughout the night for the Orion Drift Tournament, something that we have never done before, something that we're looking to continue down the road as the legacy continues. And Ham right now has just scored right there. Ham right there has just scored a 1-on-1 at this point in time. And I'll tell you one thing. If Hammy does actually somehow, some way actually win this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps maybe this is going to be the opener that he will need.
We're in the game.
And Pickles,
how we talking?
Pickles, watch out. Pickles is going to score right there. And missed through again off the barricade. Pickles joining us for the first time here tonight. Made a very good victory here. Now remember, Pickles doesn't really have that much pressure in this game because remember, folks, Pickles already advanced in round 1. If he loses here tonight, he's still saved. It's all the pressure on Hammy. Hammy has all the pressure in the world. If he wants to continue this, he's going to have to continue this. He's going to have to beat Pickles here. 3 minutes and 6 seconds. It is 1-on-1 here tonight in this absolutely incredible game, of course, taking place 1-on-1 in this juncture. Perhaps maybe, wait a minute. Pickle now is going to try to capitalize.
What is Pickle?
Can he actually do so at this point? Now Pickles again, making sure he's going to try to throw at the ball. Here comes Hammy. Sidestepping his Hammy. And now Pickles now has the opening. He's going to score. He scored. He just scored right there. 2 points now again. 2 points for Pickles. Hammy, though, understanding the difficulty it is for him to try to defeat a guy like Pickles, it is not going to be an easy task. It is going to be a tough task ahead.
My game.
Now Pickles, wait a minute. I think Ham is having some trouble right now. And I think Pickles is going to capitalize off the distraction, perhaps. There's the balls in free play. Here we go. Hit through. Pickles going to hit it. Great save from Hammy. Hammy with a shot on the other side. This allows Pickles to pick it up, however. Pickles now having a hold of it. And Pickles,
can I get a quick...
I think he might have a chance in mind, a plan in mind. He's going to hit it. He does for a third time. 3-1 at this point in time.
That was a great shot.
2 minutes and 5 seconds. What I do respect from Hammy, though, I don't know if you guys actually got the chance to hear it, ladies and gentlemen, but he actually said, quote, great shot. Every single time that Pickles does score, Hammy does give a compliment to Pickles. Great sportsmanship from this kid. Pickles now making sure he's going to score for a 4th time. Something that he's going to do here tonight. Can he actually do so? Balls in free play. Wait. I think Pickle. Wait a minute.
I'm lagging, bro.
Pickles actually is lagging here. This could maybe let Hammy, perhaps maybe, somehow someone actually pick up the victory. We're going to find out. Pickles not going to score again for a 4th time in this match. Hammy, perhaps maybe this is going to be your time, though. You only have a minute 20 seconds. Try to actually pick up the pace here, Hammy. And Hammy, trying to pick up the momentum. He's going to have to. He's going to score. He's going to score right there. A score. A goal. 2 points for Ham. 2 points for Ham.
I'm out.
Question is he going to be the one to defeat Pickles? Remember, Pickles already competed here tonight. If he loses, he still has his chance to compete in the tournament for round 2. Here comes Hammy again. Hammy's going to have the chance. Hammy's going to have the chance. Oh my goodness. He scores now for a 3rd time. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me.
I can't because you're in my way.
So Pickles right now is actually scoring right there. Pickles at this point in time. Look at this.
How am I not out of the match?
Oh my goodness, Pickles, you have to understand, Hammy's beginning to fight back. And now is he going to actually perhaps somehow, some way fight back more than ever before? Is it going to be enough? And Hammy with a side flip again. Look at this. Here comes Hammy. He has the opening. He's going to score. You got to be kidding me. Another one. Another goal. And now we're looking at a tie. 4 points apiece. This has been the comeback that we've been talking about. A major comeback.
My game is lagging so much.
And now Pickles stating that his game is lagging. That could be the reason why Pickles is not necessarily too focused on what's happening here. There's only 12 seconds left. This could be an overtime match point. Wait a minute. Hammy at the last couple of seconds, I think he's going to score. You got to be kidding me. He's going to score at the last couple of seconds. He did. A goal right there. Hammy wins it. Hammy's entered the tournament.
I would suggest, like, getting on Mountain Presser.
Hammy has entered the tournament. He competed. And he advanced in round 2. Wait. Well, the game was over with, right? The game was over with.
Okay, so listen. After the game ends, it doesn't end. The game doesn't actually end until it touches the ground after the timer ends.
So now we're looking at 5-5.
Yeah, it's overtime. It's overtime.
So we're now looking at overtime.
Stop, Andrew!
It's ridiculous.
Please, I've been asking you.
Well, Ham now.
Andrew, keep doing it.
Look at this. This is not good, I guess, for Hammy. This time around, he's going to score. Come on, Ham. He could do it. This could do. No. And now Pickles down the start of the floor here in time.
Oh, shoot.
Holy cow, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I'm talking about. Unpredictable action, high-octane action that is taking place right now. And you can only imagine the frustration that Hammy has right now You gotta be kidding me. Missed through already. Hammy has a chance. He's still in this. He's still in this right here, right now. Hammy's not dead yet. No! Oh my goodness. Pickles is better to score for a 6th time. It's over. Game is done. Oh my God.
Holy crap.
Where did Hammy come from, and how did he already
Hammy,
win the first round?
I thought you did a really good job tonight. I don't think you actually should be ashamed. You did a really good job trying to combat Pickles, but it was Pickles who advanced nonetheless. And I think Hammy may have gotten disconnected.
And I did it with major game lag.
Well, nonetheless, though, Pickles does
Alright,
win.
bro, chill out with the excuses.
But I do feel bad for Hammy a bit. You did hear there was some form of distraction that was happening, but nonetheless, though, Pickles does win. Guys, that was the conclusion of the Round 1 tournament for this absolutely high-octane, high-intense levels game, which really began with a huge, huge goal in the mind of many of these great players to become the winner. And for all the winners, they, of course, advanced for Round 2. Imagine the type of action and competition that's going to be taking place next week live on Orion Drift.